Which orgasms can you have on the 21-day challenge? Well, all of them except the spasm orgasms. So what are the spasm orgasms? It's the ejaculation for the men and the clitoral orgasms for the women, or any orgasm that makes your pussy kind of goes into these contracted spasm pumps. Same when you ejaculate, it's not the actual semen coming out that is the spasm orgasm, it is that pumping sensation, this kind of spasms that you feel in your genitals. That's the one you want to avoid. All the others that you may have, G-spot orgasms, anal orgasms, cervical orgasms, you can have those as many as you want because they don't drain your energy in the same way as a spasm orgasm. I just had a miss. What do you do when you have a miss? A miss is during the 21-day challenge when you have an orgasm, a spasm orgasm, by mistake. So we just call it a miss because it's a little lighter. If you had a miss, what do? Number one, you're gonna feel disappointed. Of course, you just screwed up your challenge and you have to start over from day one. But the key here is, of course, feel the disappointment, but don't wallow in it. Don't start to shame yourself and bash yourself and beat yourself up for being a bad tantric practitioner. Misses are gonna happen because you are in a learning process. You're learning how to notice the cues and the signals in your body. And until you know those, you're gonna have misses once in a while. Number two, get back on the horse. Start the challenge over from day one. Just forget about it. Keep going. Number three, keep a miss log. This is a super good tip. What you do is every time you have a miss, you keep a little log on your phone or wherever you want, and you write down the time, the date, who you were with, and what happened before and during or after the miss. Like what happened, what led you to have the miss? So was your partner on top? Was it in the morning? Were you drunk? I don't know, you just write down all the things that were surrounding the situation. Because over time, you're gonna start to see patterns. If you look back in your miss log, you might notice, I always have a miss when my partner is on top because I'm not in control. And number four, be careful in the next week after your miss. You're gonna be way more sensitive. Your coming reflex is sort of reactivated in your genitals. So it's gonna be harder for you to not go there. So you really have to discipline yourself in the first week because you are a little more triggered in a way. If you keep it in mind and you just maybe abstain from sex, you should be fine. Predict your mood during the 21-day challenge. Well, it depends from person to person. A typical pattern you might see is that when you actually have your orgasm, you ejaculate or you have a clitoral orgasm, your energy kind of drops. You don't feel so horny anymore. And then you start the 21-day challenge and you continue to be sexually active, but you refrain from going all the way, so you don't actually come. The first few days you might not notice too much, like the first 3 days. And then a lot of people call those the hell days. It just is a weird kind of feeling of being a bit grumpy, feeling a bit irritable. Also, your sex drive might really drop a lot, like you might have no libido. Your partner might annoy you a little more than usual. And then from about day 7, you start to kind of get horny again. Like men will wake up with the early morning glory, and gradually over the next 2 weeks, your mood will continue to be uplifted. The easiest way if you can track this for yourself is keep something we call a mood journal. So that means every day during the 21-day challenge, write down from 0 to 10, how well do you feel? How horny are you? How happy are you? 0 would be you're feeling rest. And a 10 would be you feel blissed out and super ecstatic. So then you can kind of track over time how well you feel. And very often people report that their mood is higher at the end of the challenge than when they began. So test it out for yourself. This is an experiment in your own body.
Go to 21daychallenge.com and sign up with your email now.
For more info, read chapter 5. Good luck with the challenge!